Welcome to IMRAN STAR video, or as we call it, ISVi, the collaborative lens on Vancouver. Unfiltered, unscripted, and powered by community. We're not just a voice behind the mic. We're a collective of creators, thinkers, storytellers, and city lovers coming together to spotlight the people, places, and energy that make Vancouver what it is. From coast mountain skylines to neon-lit backstreets, we're covering everything from downtown buzz to the untold stories shaping our scene. You'll find us exclusively on YouTube, no algorithms, no filters, just real talk. For behind the scenes, updates, and chaotic brilliance in real time, follow us on TikTok and Instagram. So hit subscribe, drop a comment, and help us grow from 100 to 10,000 and beyond. Because this isn't just our platform, it's yours too. Turn it up. Get into it. Let's talk Vancouver. This is ISVi. Vancouver's real estate market has long been the stuff of legend and lunacy, a place where tiny teardowns go for millions, bidding wars erupt over condos, and the dream of owning a home has, for many, become just that, a dream. For years, people asked how long it could last. This meteoric rise in prices, this investor-driven frenzy, this relentless detachment from reality, and now, finally, signs are starting to show. Cracks in the bubble. Subtle at first, but real. The market, long insulated by foreign money, low interest rates, and limited supply, is beginning to respond to a new set of pressures. And for the first time in over a decade, the tone is shifting from unstoppable growth to cautious recalibration. Interest rates, once laughably low, have climbed. The Bank of Canada's aggressive rate hikes intended to fight inflation have made mortgages far more expensive. That 5-bedroom suburban dream home, the monthly payment now looks more like a startup seed round than a manageable expense. Buyers are pausing, investors are reassessing, and homeowners, especially those who bought at peak prices with variable rates, are starting to feel the pinch. What was once a feeding frenzy has slowed. Open houses that used to attract dozens now see just a trickle. Listings are sitting longer. Price reductions, once rare in the city, are becoming a routine sight on real estate platforms. But while the headlines shout market crash, what's really happening is more nuanced. It's not a pop, but a leak. Prices in some segments have dipped modestly, particularly in the luxury condo space and detached homes on the fringe. But the fundamentals of the Vancouver market are complex and resilient. Immigration remains high, rental demand is intense, and supply is still critically short. There's no mass exodus, no foreclosure flood, just a slow, steady cooling, a market catching its breath after a decade of sprinting uphill. And yet beneath that surface calm, deeper structural questions remain. Was it ever sustainable for a city with median household incomes hovering under $90,000 to maintain average home prices north of $1.2 million? How did we normalize such extremes? Foreign capital played a part, no doubt. For years, money flowed in from overseas, particularly China, driving prices up and pushing locals out. But recent government crackdowns, including foreign buyer taxes, vacancy taxes, and ownership transparency laws, have stemmed some of that tide. Combine that with China's own economic slowdown and tightening of outbound capital, and suddenly one major pillar of demand has weakened. At the same time, speculation from within Canada also surged. Investors flipping properties, buying pre-construction units en masse, and treating housing like a stock portfolio. That speculative wave, too, is receding. Pre-sale buyers are walking away from contracts. Developers are delaying projects. Even the Airbnb crowd is starting to feel the squeeze as new regulations kick in and tourism ebbs. Meanwhile, the rental market is a different kind of chaos. With ownership slipping out of reach for so many, demand for rentals has skyrocketed. Vacancy rates are at historic lows, rents are climbing fast, and despite new units coming online, supply still can't keep pace with population growth and economic migration. Students, newcomers, and young professionals are all competing in a game with too few chairs. Add to that the cost of living crisis, groceries, gas, utilities all climbing. And you've got a market where affordability isn't just a policy issue, it's a moral one. People are being priced out of their own city. Nurses, teachers, even tech workers are struggling to stay near where they work. Commutes are lengthening. Families are downsizing or leaving altogether. And all of this raises an uncomfortable truth. Vancouver may have built a beautiful, livable, globally attractive city, but it didn't build enough housing for the people who actually live and work in it. So what happens now? The optimists say this correction is healthy, that a soft landing will allow incomes to catch up, for first-time buyers to re-enter, and for policy reforms to finally bear fruit. The pessimists warn this is just the beginning, that high interest rates will trigger broader economic pain, force distressed sales, and push prices down further. The truth likely lies somewhere in between. Short-term volatility is certain, especially as global markets remain jittery. But barring a major external shock, Vancouver's fundamentals remain strong. Desirable location, limited land, steady immigration, and a climate increasingly attractive in an era of wild weather extremes. The future will be defined by how the city responds, not just through policy tweaks, but through bold, coordinated action. Zoning reform is happening, slowly. The provincial government is pushing cities to allow more density. Missing middle housing is finally part of the conversation. Transit-oriented development is expanding, but implementation takes time, and resistance from local homeowners, bureaucratic inertia, and market lag all slow the process. What's clear is that the status quo can't hold. Whether through increased density, public housing investment, or private innovation, supply must increase. Affordability must become more than a buzzword, and housing must be treated not just as an asset class, but as a basic need. In the meantime, the market watches and waits. Buyers look for timing. Sellers weigh their options. Developers hedge their bets. And the city stands at a crossroads between past excess and future possibility. The bubble may not have burst in spectacular fashion, but it's deflating, slowly, unevenly, and maybe, just maybe, constructively. Vancouver's real estate story isn't over, but the chapter of unchecked growth and untouchable prices might finally be closing. What comes next depends on whether we learn from the cracks or just plaster over them and pretend it's all fine. Because this time, it's not just about housing. It's about who gets to stay, who gets to thrive, and what kind of city Vancouver wants to be. And just like that, the city's pulse slows, but the story doesn't stop. You've been watching ISVi IMRAN STAR video, where voices come together and the city speaks back. We're a crew, not a single face, a movement, not a moment. And every episode, that's built with you, for you, by all of us. From the seawall to the skyline, from underground voices to rooftop vibes, we're telling the stories that don't make the news, but make the neighborhood. If this episode hit, pass it on. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Drop a comment and tell us what your Vancouver sounds like. We're building this together, clip by clip, story by story, from 100 to 10K to wherever this takes us. Ward, and get there, we all show up. So until the next drop, stay loud, stay collective, and stay in it. This is ISVi, signing off.